Now that you are young, this is time for you to start something. If you if you give something 5 years from now, and 5 years from now you just say, I'm giving this thing this period of, when I started real estate, I said I'm not going to do anything for 2 years. All this media capital is because I've completed the first target that I set, because that 2 years I don't need distraction. I don't want to give my mind to any other thing. I just want to focus on this thing. Do you understand me? That's how it works. Discipline. Even when we bought cameras, we had all these cameras inside the 2 years I had not completed. We had cameras. My man was telling me, why not just set up somewhere? I said, no. Let 2 years complete first. Discipline gives you self-control, commitment. Number 4, time management. Prioritizing tasks, avoiding procrastination, and effectively allocating time to what truly matters. Prioritize tasks. Avoid procrastination. Some of us can procrastinate. Procrastination is a criminal. If you are always associating, see, procrastination is a thief. I don't even know the kind of name to give to procrastination. I will. Time is going. I know time does not wait for anybody. I will. I will start it soon. A friend of mine shared an idea with me. I don't know if I shared it with you people here the other day. Shared an idea with me. Said, I want my wife to sell foodstuffs. Did I share this with you last week? I need hanky too. So I want my wife to be selling foodstuffs. I said, okay, that's a brilliant, because they just got married and the wife is always at home. And he said he wants the wife to start selling food. So I said, okay, that's fine. So, but then he said he wants to create app that he will be listing the foodstuffs in the app, and people. I said, before you finish building app, rent shop, do this one. Do you know how long it's going to take? Why not just go to where they sell? Because the food store is talking about is all these fish and crayfish, Why not just go and buy them? You don't need shop. You don't need this app. All you need now is, instead of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million naira I want to spend, give this woman 200,000 or 100,000 naira. Let her go to where they are buying this crayfish. Buy it, bring it to the house. Arrange one small place like this. Begin to tell you can help her with your phone and video her. And then begin to post these things on your WhatsApp status that you sell these things. Do you understand me? People will begin to order, say, I need that. If you even want to make it very more fine, fast, and efficient, you can just go and meet a logistic company, all these bike people. You now say free delivery. You carry the price of the delivery and put inside the crayfish. When they order, 2 seconds, they get it. Do you understand me? Before you say you want to do, I'm ready, but I need to rent shop. No. You are wasting time. That's procrastination. Some of us are good with giving ourselves excuses that will suit us. Like you want to do something, you begin to look for a very sweet excuse. So I'm a big girl, I need to rent shop first. Okay, keep waiting to rent shop. One of my friends, he wants to open a company. He shared it with me. And I was like, okay, start. He said, no, I need to have like 7 employees first. I need to employ 7 people. I say, why? He say, when people come into the reception, they have to meet somebody, I said, start. Start with 1 or 2. If you are waiting to get everything figured out, you may never get everything figured out. When we moved into this place, our reception was not like this. You remember? No AC, nothing. People are not buying all those things. What they are buying is land. Let them come and buy land. Small, small, we'll fix them. If we now say, no, until, even, do you know, I want to tie this floor and write hamrest on the floor. So just imagine that I say we'll not move into this place until, does it really matter? You focus on things that truly matters, while you fix things that don't really matter gradually. But we are focusing on the things that don't really matter and forgetting about the things that truly matters. And that's why some of us are still where we are today. Are you learning something this morning? Yes, sir. Time management is very important. If you read, there's a book I read yesterday night. I read 2 books yesterday night. The Richest Man in Babylon. And I got to understand that don't let the ball be in your court. If the both of us are doing business together, what that book is saying is that if we want to do business together, and my own part of the tax is to buy this water, and his own part of the tax is to take this water to the fridge. Now, look at how success works. Now that they have told me to go and buy the water, I am not supposed to start saying, even though I go and buy this water now, I say, good luck, we still take it to go, good luck, we not still go and send this water. Why not let me just rest? Even though I buy this water now, good luck is still in the evening, that good luck will take this water to the fridge. Because, do you understand? The principle entails that since your responsibility is to go and buy water, rush and go and buy the water, and deliver it to him first. So his own work would be to take it to the fridge, because taking it to the fridge, a lot of things is dependent on, it depends on it. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So we are saying that in the journey of success, so many of us give ourselves sweet excuses that looks valid. You know, there are some excuses that looks very valid. You know that so many excuses look very valid, but they are rubbish excuses. So many excuses looks valid, they look sweet. In fact, if you tell somebody now, that excuse now is a sweet excuse. Typical example. Let me just say this. You know that people are fighting in Obele. In Obele, right? And the fight they are fighting there, look at that man, he's an Obele man. They have killed a lot of people in Obele. So those boys, police are looking for them. So they went and hid in the bush close to one of our estates. Now, anybody that goes to that place, they will kidnap the person. Anybody that goes to that place, they will kidnap. They have kidnapped a lot of persons. And I'm like, I'm a businessman. I can just come and tell all the consultants, hello, they are fighting in Obele, please, let's avoid that estate for now, blah, blah, blah. Is it not a good excuse? But I went to meet the people in the bush there and tell them, hey, Hamrest, my people are coming. I give them money. And they said, Hamrex, no wahala. You can pass. Do you understand what I'm saying? Who are the people in that bush? Who is their leader? Oh boy, Alpha, I want to see you. Come. For some time now, my people never come sight because of saying they fear. What thing they happen now? Chairman, sorry. Wanna take this one, they chop, I beg. My people, they come, eh? Oh yeah, now, Alpha, thank you. You know, when you are talking with these boys, you need to talk like them. So, you don't sit down and say, hey, they are fighting. When will they stop fighting? Obele people that love fighting. These people love fighting so much. And you see now that they are in the bush, they love it too. Because anybody they see, they will carry you and you keep bringing. In fact, it's the people outside that will keep feeding them inside. But I have gone there to tell them that, okay, touch not my sweet excuse. Hello, client. Sorry, we can't do allocation now because the bush is hot. But we are preparing for allocation now. Do you understand what I'm saying? You now begin to call your customers on. I looked at this and looked and said, no. There is always a way out in every situation. Excuse steals people's destiny. Delayed gratification is number 5. Delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. The ability to endure long-term sacrifices for long-term rewards. This is where some of our youths are having issues. We need it now. ASAP, 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 ASAP. If you stay in the midst of 5 young people, you'll be hearing ASAP, ASAP. I need it ASAP. Hey, ASAP, ASAP. Delayed gratification. If you want to go far in life, you must have the ability to withstand long-term suffering. Even in the Bible said it that one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit is what? I don't want to suffer. Long suffering is part of it. Let me explain. When I started real estate newly, I've told us before now, there was no office, there was nothing. What we were doing is agency, right? And one of the most pressing needs that time was iPhone. We needed a good phone that can take good pictures. iPhone was one of the biggest challenge. We needed a good phone that can take good pictures. And God did it. 3 of us, we sold land and we got 3 million naira commission and we shared it 1 million naira. And then we enter vehicle going to Garrison. How many of you know Garrison? That's where they sell phones in Port Harcourt. Gadget, not just phone. So while we were going, I stopped at Rumokuta and told them I'm not going again. They say, why? I said, I'm not buying that phone again. I went to use the money to rent office. Delayed gratification. Suffer now and enjoy tomorrow. Today, if I want to buy 10 iPhone 6, I can buy it and dash it out. Because I looked at the value of phone and the value of office and I said, go for office first. Leave phone first. They are still using that phone they bought that time till now. This one now is iPhone 15 Pro Max, 1 terabyte. I can still buy any phone I want to buy. Ability to endure for now, for tomorrow. So many youth don't have this thing. And if you don't have this thing, you cannot make genuine wealth. Delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. Are we learning something this morning? Number 6. Accountability. Accountability. What are we talking about today? We are talking about the principles of what? And what did we say discipline is? The foundation of success and growth, right? And now we are talking about the elements of discipline. So if you have all these elements, it means that your foundation is what? Solid. Accountability. Holding yourself responsible for your actions and seeking external accountability is very, very important. Some of us, we are complaining, my dad did not leave any land for me to sell and make money. See, there is nobody here that is not more than 18. If you are not less than 18, raise up your hand. And even though you are 16, me, I started living alone when I was 16. I rented my first house when I was 16 at Ropopo. I paid 80,000 naira and drinking money is 5,000 naira. And when I gave landlord that money that evening, landlord said, who is living here? I say, it's me. He said, when are you packing in? I said, landlord, I've already packed in. Because he was looking for me to bring, not the person where Ghana must go, they bring Ghana must go. He was looking for when I will bring, this truck now, they will bring, no. I just paid the money and I sat down on the pavement. Is this face me, I face you hands? Like this one is house now, this one is ours. So they have one. So as you're looking, you are looking at the person's food. If you just come out of your house, you are looking at what the next person is cooking. You can even thief the food and go to your room and eat. So that was the kind of house I was living. Rope up here. And landlord said, when are you packing in? I said, landlord, I've packed in. So he was just looking at me, very small boy with enough confidence. So in the evening, I crossed to the other side of the road and I met one woman, she says provision store, and I asked her, "Ma, do you have some empty cartons?" She said, yes. She gave me 4 empty cartons. I will never forget. And I still owe her. That 4 empty cartons is like, she bought me a mocha foam because that was what I used to spray on my floor. And I was sleeping for months. So you see, I had to leave my house because I feel like they are slowing me down. I went to a place where I will suffer so that I can succeed tomorrow. So in the process of living alone at 16, you know that you need to be accountable to yourself. This one no dey for why you spend the money. If you spend the money, you go hungry the next day. Do you understand? Accountability. Some of us can give excuse. I am poor because my father did not give me money. All those things will not help you. All those things will not help you. If you have, my dad died when I was 10. My mom, farmer in the village. So if you have a mother and a father that is even assisting you in one way or the other, you should be thankful. You should be thankful. Some of you that are seated there, food is not your problem. If you come back home, your mother will make sure no matter be as it may, he will provide food for you. You will chop. Your own problem now is to think for your future, but you are still not thinking. But you are still not thinking. You are thinking they will give you the life they didn't give to themselves. You are the one that will bring that life they desire to them. What they can give you is that food and encouragement. If they had the opportunity to buy land in Banana Island, they would have bought it, and that's where they would have raised you. Because they don't have the money, you will bring those things to them. Like a few months from now, I'll start building house for my mother. She couldn't build it, so I'll build it for her. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how this life should be. And you don't sit down there and begin to complain, Mommy, you are the one that nobody puts in that condition. Your mother is just like a caretaker. You are out. What about children that they gave birth to today and the parents die? Does it mean that those ones will never succeed again? They still succeed. So if you're a young person here, you must be accountable. Your failure, attribute it to yourself. Stop attributing your failure to the next person. I didn't make it, or I haven't made it because of my father. No, you are joking, no? I trained myself in university. In fact, I started paying my school fees from JSS2. You don't understand where I'm coming from. I don't even think there is anybody that I'm better than some. You don't understand how these things work. I like to share my story so that you'll be encouraged. So you know that you even have more opportunity to make it than me. Like I was saying something one day, I said, when you start a business, your family members and your friends will not patronize you. Somebody came to my office and said, sir, that thing you said is not true. I said, why? He said, when I started business, my dad bought from me. I said, because you have a dad that have money to buy from you. You have uncles that will patronize you. Me, I don't have. How many of you have? Raise up your hand. My friend raised up her hand. Now he never said glasses. Okay, so accountability is very. See, what I want you to do is when you live here, just say, I am in charge of my life. If I end up poor, it's my fault. If I end up rich, it's my fault. But I will not. Repeat, say, my life is in my hands. My success is in my hands. Let me tell you guys something. Until you become successful, there are some persons who remain in poverty for life. There are so many people whose success is tied down to your breakthrough. Okay, look at Hamrex today, and all of you are gathered here. And you will not tell me that I'm not impacting you in one way or the other. I have 25 staff and paying salary. Nobody earns less than, I don't want to mention it here. Do you understand me? They feed their family, they pay their bills. Imagine where some of them would have been maybe if there was no Hamrex. I know that through Hamrex, we have given people scholarship, we have paid people school fees, we have done this, we have done that. We have some people who are paying their school fees in Pamo University, University of Port Harcourt, ROS University, Ignatius Ajuru, and some private schools that Hamres is sponsoring their school fees and their scholarship until they graduate. Now, just imagine that there was no Hamrex. So your destiny, see, if you don't succeed, you are wicked. If you don't succeed, you are selfish. Because there are people you need to help. You are very selfish. In fact, you will go to hellfire if you don't succeed. So success is a must. Like now, if you have money now, nobody will talk to your family anyhow again. Because you are around. My mom said they used to worship her. Like Gege said, they worship me online. They worship me online. Say, how are you? Okay, can I come? Because they know that if they mess up with my mother, I'll keep them in Krikri prison. But it was not like this like some years back. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, accountability is what I want you to know this morning that is in your hands. If somebody is training you in university, be happy, be grateful. Because some of us never had such opportunity. Now we train ourselves. Resilience and persistence. I'm trying to round up. I have so many of them here, but I won't say all today. So that we'll master these ones. Resilience and persistence. Staying focused despite failures, setbacks, or obstacles. Staying focused despite failures. Failure is an element of success. Failure is a part of success. You know, I'm standing before you here now to teach. All these things that I'm teaching you now is the things I grasped in my darkest moment. Do you understand? And I'm standing here now to teach you real life activity, real life things that have happened. And if not that I made this class free, some of you will pay to access this knowledge. In fact, one of the things that gives me money is teaching. I teach a lot. I have a lot of webinars. Like after now, I have people to teach online. Seminars, I teach visually. And they pay me. You pay me before I come to teach. 1 million, 1.5. That's what I'm... Because Hamres don't pay me salary. That's what I'm using to sustain myself, teaching. Am I not a good teacher? So you think what I'm doing now cannot give me money? There are people that are hungry for what I'm saying now. In fact, what they need for their life to change is these things I'm saying now. And they pay to access it. Do you understand? Remember the gift of the Holy Spirit. He gave some gifts to prophesy. He gave some gift to teach. He gave some gift to see vision. And I love the gift of teaching because a teacher even teaches every other person who have that gift. Because you can know how to see vision, but you're not seeing vision properly. Or you don't even know the right time to communicate that vision. How can you stand in pulpit and say, come here, you're putting on yellow paint, come on here. So that person needs the services of a teacher. Yeah. Because in the context of where we are here, that thing you said is not supposed to be said. How can you just say, is your mother-in-law that is killing you? Is your mother-in-law that is killing you? Even though it's the mother-in-law that is saying it, courtesy of communication, you call the person to your office and communicate. And there's even a way you say it. You don't just say it, blah. So the person don't go and start fighting. Or, there are some people you give information, once they get to, they'll just carry shovel and go and hit somebody's head. Person don't die you. Vision where you give don't keep person up. Is God an author of confusion? No. So when God give you, open your eye to see something, he expects that you say it with wisdom. So many homes today are broken because the person who God gave wisdom, ability to see did not go and meet a teacher to teach him how to communicate what he's saying. Do you know there is difference between you are mad and you are mad? See, there is difference between if I come to this guy now and say, you are mad. You are mad. If I say, you are mad, there are two different things. So you go accept the first one, even though he's not mad. No. See, what's acceptance? Must you are, if I say, you are mad, you are mad, you will say anything. Yeah. That's acceptance. Yeah. You are mad. You look at me. Okay, why are you saying you are mad? So communication is very important. You see, when it comes to communication, when you say something with your mouth, you don't have control how the next person feel. Don't say, but he should know that's how my voice is now. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. But I have a loud voice now. I used to, when I'm angry, how will I know? Some people say something and they have a way they want you to react. But it doesn't work that way. What you have right over is what you should say and how you should say it. Now, I have the right to react how I want to react. That's why the Bible says, bridle thy tongue. Not be the way they feel. Sometimes that somebody said something to me on a WhatsApp group this morning. We are doing a business. I just gave them money yesterday. And this morning, okay, we did a business. I said, tomorrow, being today, I will send the people money. He said, no, they need the money that yesterday. And I sent the money yesterday. Now, this morning, they now commented, Hamres, don't forget you promised to send us money today. Oh. Keep to your word. So. And I'm like, is this guy normal? The money I gave you yesterday, it's not the one I was supposed to give you today. I got angry, but I typed one long thing like this. I deleted it. Because I have control. But, sometimes when you are angry, you have to calm down. So you don't say things that even when you and that person reconcile, the person go still they carry that thing for mind. Say, yes. So all this laugh, who they laugh, you still get mind, talk that thing. Sure, you understand? So communication is very, very important. Are we learning something this morning? Yes, all right. So the next one is self-motivation. Self-motivation. We have talked about resilience, right? So in summary, for resilience is that things will not always go well. Things will not always go well. Sometimes, see, it's nature. It's nature. Things will not always go well every time. There are some times. That's why we have two different seasons. We have time where it will rain, and we have time where it will shine. What God expects of you in rainy season is to plant. So that in dry season, you will harvest. So if you say, I can plant anytime, I can harvest anytime, then you are joking. There is time for you to plant, and it's now that it's raining so that the water can, make your plant to grow. Because once it's dry season, when people are harvesting, and that's when you're planting, you have double problem. Problem of not harvesting and problem of having crops that won't grow. Are you learning something this morning? There are some months here in Hamlet, you are sales, kitty sales is going. There are some months where if it drop, do you understand? So you don't say, make it day like that way they always day. No, sometimes. So what I'm saying in essence is that in the midst of adversaries, you do what? You keep pushing. All right. Then self-motivation, relying on internal drive rather than external motivation. You see, one of the things that helped me in life is that I know how to motivate myself. Sometimes I just go home, sit down, and I say, Amadi Hari, excellent. You are too much. Do you know you are too much? Nobody watches my videos more than the way I watch my videos. I will keep my video and watch it. I say, this guy, you are too much. How did you even put that lines? Do you understand me? I praise myself. If you are always waiting for people to praise you or motivate you, then you might not push forward. What is giving you motivation should come from within you. I'm not saying your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your father, your mother. I said those ones should be extra. But the key thing that is moving you should come from you. Because the time you are expecting motivation, your dad might be passing through some difficulties in his place of work, and he will say it. Does that make sense? Self-motivation is very important. Rely on it. Lastly, as I wrap up for today, while we take some questions, integrity is very important. Discipline is also about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. Discipline is about doing the right thing, even when no one is what? Watching. Yesterday, I was talking to Port Harcourt Real Estate Academy students, and I told them that real estate is like a car. What you need to drive that car is fuel, right? What you need to succeed in life and in real estate is integrity. Integrity. If you lose your integrity, you have lost something very huge. When the Bible was saying, I told you about different kinds of currency. I told you about social currency. I've taught you your normal paper currency. The highest currency is your social currency. What people think of you. What people think of you. That's why when the Bible was saying a good name is better than gold and silver, it's your social capital that the Bible was referring to. Does that make sense? It is integrity that will make somebody to send you money from US. Person have not seen his land. If you come to our office, you will see dumps of documents. They just sent money. They are certain that anytime they come back, their land is with them. I have a community of students in UK, Nigerians that went to UK to study. And God, in their wisdom, as they are working, they are sending me money to keep land for them. As they are working, they are sending money. There are many of them. The worst thing that will happen is for them to come back after how many years I now begin to tell them story. Do you understand? So integrity is very, very important. Integrity is very, very important. Something happened to me yesterday. Let me just share this story. When I started real estate newly, there was no office, there was no Hamrex. That's why I used to thank my God that when you are starting something, if you are not careful, you might do. I sit at the front if you want to sit at the front. If you are not very careful, there are things you will do, and later you begin to regret it too. But I never did anything I'm regretting now. Rather, one thing I did when I started newly paid me yesterday. What did I do? So, there is this land. Landlord told me that he wants to sell it. And then I asked him how much. He said he wants to sell it for 2 million naira. He wants to sell it for 1.5 million naira, but that he's not going to pay agent fee to me. So that I should add 500,000 naira on top of the money. That when the person pays the 2 million naira, I'm going to take the 500,000 naira. There are some deals you will meet like that. Landlord will tell you, I don't pay agent fee. Anything you want to add on top what I've told you, go ahead and add. Do you understand? But the landlord did not give me an open book check to add anything I want. He told me that add 500,000. So I told the client that the land is 2 million naira. And that was what I was posting. 2 million naira, 2 million naira, 2 million naira. And one day somebody indicated interest to buy the land for 2 million naira. Guess what happened? When I called the landlord and said, landlord, my client will be coming tomorrow to make payment for the land. Do you know what my landlord said? That the land is no longer 1.5 million naira, that the land is now 2 million naira. Now, I was left with two options. Is either to tell the client that the land is no longer available, or go ahead with the deal, or start to fight landlord that would that even work? It won't work. Guess what I did? I sold it. I sold the land. How the man managed to know what happened, I don't know. He called me one day and said, when they were digging foundation, and said, he was just telling his friends about me because I came around. I didn't just sell the land and left. I was still coming around, seeing what they are doing, assisting them to do one or two things that time. So he was not telling his friends that, say, landlord play, say, see the agent will say the land for him. Say, landlord plan why you. I'm not like, how did this man, how did he know this thing now? I said, I now approached him and I said, sir, you say landlord, how landlord take play me why you? He said, landlord told you that the land is 1.5 million naira. When I was ready to pay, landlord said it's 2 million naira. And I said, how did you know? You know, because I later went to landlord house and was trying to say, landlord, but this is not, you know now. So somebody told him later. So he was not like, why did I still proceed to give him the land? I said, what matters to me is that the land is genuine and he wants to build. Till today, if I tell you the kind of transactions I've done with this man, if I tell the kind of transactions I've done with him, because he sends me money with, after land don't come out, okay, like this estate we just launched yesterday, he has bought 3 plots. And he will still buy. Like every estate, he wants to buy up to. That's it. He say any estate, 5 plots. There are sometimes he will say any estate. I'll say no estate. He will say, okay, which one are you working on? I will tell him. He will say, okay, like okay. I'll tell him no price. They will say, but guess now, guess what can be the just guess now. I will say, okay, maybe it will sell for 1.5. He will say, okay, just hold the 1.5. No land, though, no land, no land. If you have not built yourself to this point, where you begin to inherit the fruit of the Gentiles. Because that's what the Bible said. It's integrity that will help you to move this far. Some people will say, since landlord no want agreement to be agreement, according to Sophia, let this deal scatter. But I allowed it to go. And today, that single decision is paying me off. Not just with me and him, he used to recommend his friends. In Grosvenor, he bought 3 plots. Grosvenor that is selling 11 million naira for that singular act. So, you see, you can decide to be smart, but smartness will make you to blow. When you blow, one single needle like this, you will hear, oof. You don't blow in business, you grow in business. When you blow, you will boss. When you grow, you will develop. Business is like watching a child. First of all, you commit from enjoyment on the bed, something enters the womb, and that things begin to develop and begin to expand your tummy. And from there, you bring it out after 9 months, and then begin to watch one small child begin to move. And then at a time, the child, when you say, "Gan," the child will fall. Do you understand? That's how business is. Now, let me tell you something. Before you know it, there is a time where you have to take good care of that child, watch the child, ensure that the child does not fall or put hand in fire and stuffs like that. Then it gets to a time you now begin to send that child on errand. The child now begins to assist you. It now gets to a time you now leave the child. The child now begins to take care of you. That's how business is. There is a time in business where you have to be there. It's not time for abroad to London, Canada. No, it's time for you to stay and see what's happening. But there is a time when even though you are in Kavanchan with all your phones switched off, business go to fund your life. You can't hasten the growth of a child. If you try it by going to buy those, there are some things they sell now, all those food. The child go dey fat, they do. Then go say, wetin dey worry this your pikin? Does that make sense? Somebody say broiler. Because that's what happens with chicken. If I prefer this native fowl to this which one is sharp, sharp. If you chew the bones of a native fowl, you will know that you're enjoying fowl. The bones of a broiler is like, is that in bone? Biscuit. Oh, you have eaten it before. All right, so we call it a day here.